Today we are joined by another remarkable founder, Sheena Khurana, who is the founder of Zenma Coffee. Talking about your amazing pitch at Shark Tank that got you a lot of attraction on the national television. Your pitch was for 16 lakhs for 17 crore valuation, right?
Pronunciation, I was trying to find my way, direction.
Do you know Italian though?
No, of course not.
Did you try
I just know
that?
grazie. A lot of people didn't know English, at least maybe they were older people. And
Zenma is not just my brand, it's my baby. Welcome to the Founders Times. I am your host Sheena Khurana, and today we are joined by another remarkable founder, Sheena Khurana, who is the founder of Zenma Coffee. This is one of the most motivational and inspiring podcasts, so do watch it till the end. Hi Sheena, it's amazing to have you on our podcast. It's a pleasure to have you here with us, and you're making an amazing brand, Zenma Coffee. We saw the pitch on Shark Tank. Congratulations for that. And apart from Zenma, who are you? If we strip away all the achievements, the brand, who is Sheena Khurana beyond Zenma?
thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. I'm a mom beyond Zenma. I have a 4-year-old son and he takes up a lot of my time. Apart from that, I play ukulele.
Wow.
Yeah, I love tennis. And these days, unfortunately, most tennis courts have been converted to pickleball, so I'm also playing that.
Not a fan of pickleball?
No. I mean, it's a great sport, but it's not technical.
Not your type.
Yeah. And yeah, so most of my time goes between taking care of my son and...
Who were you as a child? Like, how do you think your parents would have described you as a child, or your teachers would have described you as a student? Tell us more about your
I was
childhood.
a nerd. I was a total nerd. I didn't go for any family functions. I did not go out at all. I was just into my books. I had science as my, yeah, I'm a science student. I had science and economics.
Wow.
Yeah. And so yeah, I was a total nerd, and thankfully I played some sports during my school years, which is really helping me now because I used to play tennis back then and a bit of football.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So, like, was that always a plan, like, to start your own, venture, or having PCM with economics, you wanted to do something with that?
I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I think after I graduated, the focus was a lot on me moving out of the house and making money.
Okay.
So I took up a corporate job and I enjoyed financial modeling and private equity. So that's what I joined. I was in M&A consulting and then moved on to real estate private equity. I knew that I wanted to do something of my own because the most fun that I had in my corporate career was when I was with a startup, a smaller company than when I was with a larger company. So I knew that I wanted a lot more ownership. I think I had it in me to build things. So, but coffee happened gladly. So
gladly, you're really happy that it came to your life and now you start this.
Yeah.
Do you think 10-year-old Sheena would look back and if you could tell that 10-year-old Sheena that you are owning a Zenma Coffee, your own venture, how do you think she would have reacted, and would she be proud of the legacy that you're building today?
Yeah, I think she would.
She would?
Yeah. 100%.
That nerd would be really happy that she did something of her own. She's a founder.
Yeah. One life, right?
One life, amazing.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that you are a mom of a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
Being a toddler mom is no easy. It's no, just a play. Just tell us about how you juggle your tasks as a founder. Because there are a lot of women out there who want to start their own venture, but there's this one excuse. Yeah, I'm a mom. I cannot do it. My son or my daughter needs my attention. Even if their children are in college, they need my attention. That's really crucial part of motherhood. But how do you as a founder ensure that your son is also getting that much attention that you're giving to your venture?
I don't think it's an excuse. I think it's valid. Like, it's very demanding. Like, both things, like your own business and your child, both are very demanding, not just physically, but emotionally, right? But I think everyone has a different situation. I got lucky because I have family support. I don't think I could have done this without them. Even when I was shooting for Shark Tank, 5 days I was there, and so I was, of course, I was missing my son, and he was missing me. It's not easy to be apart for that long, but I had this comfort that he's with family, he's taken care of, so that helps. Otherwise, I don't know how people do it.
No idea. Being a founder and a mom is really difficult, and you are juggling that amazingly. I really, really appreciate that part. Tell us more about Zenma. How did this come into the picture of Sheena Khurana?
Zenma. So I was working in a real estate private equity firm called Hines, and I wanted to learn about coffee just out of interest. So I went to Rome, did a short course there to learn how to brew coffee, and I learned so much in that short period of time, which I didn't know, and I called myself a coffee lover. I didn't know there were so many roast levels. I didn't know that coffee can taste not bitter. Coffee, different brewing methods can impact the taste of the coffee so much
without using sugar.
Yeah,
any substitute added, it can taste different.
Yeah, coffee is not bitter. Good coffee is actually not bitter. It's a fruit, right?
Okay.
The bean is the seed of the fruit, which you roast and it turns brown.
Okay.
So a lot depends on how you grow it, how you process it, how you roast it, how you brew it. So all different these steps can impact the taste of the coffee quite a bit. Same bag of beans can taste very different if you extract an espresso shot versus if you have French press or pour over. So I didn't know all of this, and I learned how to brew. And espresso was actually my favorite method of brewing coffee.
Okay.
So when I came back, I wanted to bring that same thing with me, brew great coffee, something which I learned there, which I tasted there. I wanted more and more people to taste here. So we started working with different coffee roasters, and we put up a small kiosk in the same building where I was working. That was our first coffee outlet by the name of 16 grams, and that was doing well. So we started one more. We wanted a slightly larger space. So the same year we opened another coffee outlet, and this was October 2019.
Okay.
The second outlet, and March 2020 is when COVID happened.
Oh yeah.
So the timing was really bad. We were bootstrapped. So yeah, but luckily we survived. We had already moved online. We were working with different coffee roasters. We were like a coffee marketplace, selling beans and ground coffee and some coffee equipment. And we were also working with hotels, basically helping them set up coffee shops in their hotels, training the barista, providing machines.
How does that work?
So, hotels now see the need, like you're a 5-star but your coffee is bad.
Yeah.
So they realized that. So the first one was actually Novotel Ahmedabad.
Okay.
They reached out to us, and we thought we didn't have the money to invest. So we told them very categorically that sorry, we can't do it. So they told us just help us set it up. Right, so we gave a service, and we helped them do the menu. We hired a barista for them. We trained the barista. We also paired up food items, gave a machine, then started selling beans, which we already had our house blend. So we gave them, and it did really well for them.
Oh,
so the word spread, and then we did more hotels. So we did about 5 hotels, most of them upscale. And the online coffee marketplace was doing well, but it was sort of hitting the ceiling.
Okay.
Yeah, and we realized that when we spoke to a lot of our customers, everyone wanted a coffee machine for home, a budget espresso machine. And even the ones who had a budget espresso machine were not happy because it doesn't taste good. You have to spend some money to get a good quality coffee machine at home, which is like 40 to 50,000 rupees.
Yeah.
Then you need a grinder to get good coffee. So a lot of people wanted that same coffee shop taste at home. Now you can't.
But that's a lot of investment, of course.
Yeah, because you need espresso for it, and espresso needs machine, right? So we wanted to create a solution that how do we give them espresso at home without them having to spend so much money, right? And make it super convenient for them. So we did a lot of experiments and then we flash froze espresso. That means taking the temperature of coffee really low within seconds. Because when you pull out an espresso shot, you have to mix it with milk or water and consume it.
Okay.
Otherwise, it'll go bad within a minute.
Okay.
Right? If I pull out an espresso shot here and keep it out for a minute, it'll start tasting bad gradually, right?
Okay.
It starts deteriorating. So to capture that taste, to sort of lock in that taste and freshness, we flash froze it, and it turned out to be a great product. It was exactly same. People didn't believe that it's not out of a machine. We did a lot of blind tastings, and people couldn't tell. So that's when Zenma came into being, and we launched it in November 2023.
Wow, that's amazing. That's one of the most inspiring journeys, like how you went to Rome and how you learned about the craft before actually incorporating it into your business. So, like, whilst you were at Rome, do you have any other experiences that you'd like to share apart from your barista course?
We were actually living with the trainer. Yeah, we were living in this small, beautiful apartment in Rome. And it was my first solo trip cross country.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so
that's therapeutic.
Yeah, and I think that if you want to travel alone, doing a course like this or just learning something, it just helps because you meet different people and you make friends easily. And it was quite new to me because when I landed, I didn't understand the language. Like a lot of people didn't know English, at least maybe they were older people, and it was late at night, I remember, and I couldn't even see a lot of text in English, surprisingly. So I figured my way out, and the pronunciation, I was trying to find my way, directions.
Do you know Italian though?
No, of course not.
Did you try?
I just know grazie. So like reaching that apartment was itself an adventure. From the airport, I took a train, then I took a bus, and I didn't know if I was going the right way. And it was a bit scary because it was late at night. So I think that was interesting. And then I met very interesting people. I didn't know that we were living with the trainer, and I was chatting with him, and it was quite fun. And then next day I see him, he's going to teach us. And he was such a cool guy. He was actually a bartender who turned into a barista. So the first time he made us coffee, he like flipped the portafilter and like did all the juggling. He juggled.
Oh wow!
It was so cool. Yeah, they taught us juggling there, by the way.
Can you juggle?
I tried, but we had a session for juggling.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that is actually remarkable to know that how much effort it took you to actually learn that art and perfect your art, to be very honest. Tell us, how did you land up with the name Zenma?
So Zenma, so espresso has this top layer, goldenish layer you must have seen. It's called Crema. And since Zenma is frozen crema, you just cut FRO and CRE and join the two words. That's it.
That's so innovative.
Yeah.
Is that something a marketing person does?
So Karan came out, my co-founder, he came out with the name Zenma, and I think it was pretty cool.
So how did you like start this venture with your brother? Tell us the story behind that.
Yeah, so Karan and I have been working together since 2019, since the coffee shop days. When I came back, of course I needed a partner to do this with, and Karan was just graduating from college. He was, in fact, he had not even taken his exams. He had to take the third year exams.
That's amazing.
So he was still in college. And he said, I don't want to join any company. I want to do something and build something. So yeah, so he just came on board.
Yeah, that's amazing. So
that's
you have been like, when you came back from Rome, did you teach him that craft? I learned this, so you can also apply that.
We got a coffee machine,
a
semi-automatic Brewed, which is a very expensive coffee machine for home.
That was your investment for your brand.
Yeah, and we used to pull out espresso shots together, tasted a lot of coffee, and he also became a coffee nerd. He's a bigger coffee nerd today than I am.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Tell us about your entrepreneurial journey lessons. There must have been challenges, there must have been ups and downs. Tell us what is one of the most memorable and a lesson that you would never forget as an entrepreneur.
I learned this new term called box cutting. So basically, when we think of a profession, like there are these fancy terms, whatever, development head at wherever. But what is the person actually doing? I think that's the right question. Yeah, it's amazing thinking of, oh wow, you have a coffee shop. But what is it that you're actually doing? You know, you are checking, you're tasting multiple beans, you're talking to different coffee roasters, you're worried about your vendor payments, you're worried about the barista showing up, your bakes, they might go bad if they don't sell today. So there are so many things, right? And every experience is just different. I won't say good or bad. It's just, and when you're an entrepreneur, because it's yours, the highs are super high, the lows are really low. Because it's your thing, So that's why it's very demanding. And you only understand when you are actually do it. I don't think just somebody telling you or you reading books or podcasts, they can tell you. So it's the experience. But it's what I've learned over the years is that passion is just not the only thing, right?
Oh wow, passion is just not the only thing. Wow,
so because you have to get up every day, even there will be so many days when you're not feeling passionate about things, but you have to just keep showing up. I think those are the entrepreneurs who make it and survive because you just have to get up and show up. So
it's just that as an entrepreneur, it does not only take your financial investment, it does take your emotional investment as well. And when you see that you're building onto something, and if it crashes or it is at very low, you actually feel low internally. How can I, do better? How can I rectify this? So
you dream about it, you sleep thinking about it, you wake up thinking about it.
At 3 a.m. what should I do?
You question your life. At least when you're in a corporate job, you can switch off on Saturday and Sunday.
You're waiting for Saturdays and Sundays. But as an entrepreneur, there are no Saturdays.
There are no Saturdays and Sundays.
Is there any story that you'd like to share with the audience that actually still stays with you, a customer feedback or anything that came across in this journey with Zenma?
Many stories, but I mean, of course, customer feedbacks, they are just, they make you feel that, okay,
you're doing something
right. When we went out of stock with our best-selling product, medium roast, for some time, and we got literally, people were like calling us that when will it be available, if it's not available on Swiggy, Zepto sometimes. It's like, people really love the product. They can't just switch to another coffee now. So that...
Oh, wow.
So that was very encouraging that... I mean, I hope we find more and more people like that.
Of course. Aiming to that, of course you will.
But that was quite encouraging that people really love the product. And if I have to... like a life lesson, actually a business lesson, especially quick commerce related.
Okay.
It's very important that whatever product you bring on quick commerce has super high margin, has to fly off the shelf, like fast moving, right? And because you have to factor in for discounts and marketing. There was a time when we had to increase the prices because the prices of coffee went up, right? And we were literally losing money selling on quick commerce. So we had to increase our prices. Now explaining that to a customer is obviously tough, but that's why I think one learning is that you have to have a really high margin product on quick commerce. You have to be ready for discounts, you have to be ready for marketing spend, which they will push you for, and your inventory has to be managed well, because not every time a category manager sitting on the other side would know when will this product sell or how fast it will sell. So if your inventory is stuck in their warehouses, it's your cash flow which is stuck, right?
It's your investment.
So I think a little bit about that, and I would, if I could go back and make these changes, but you learn along the way.
Wow. Yeah. So if you had no constraints, time, money, nothing, what is that one dream project that you would build under Zenma?
I would do the same thing, but if I had no pressure of investors and I would do the same thing, would build it slowly and my way, and like
cherishing every second of it.
Yeah.
Let's have one
do
copy of
multiple
Zenma.
experiments, like various experiments, test it out in different markets.
Wow. Yeah.
And just build it easily. So I think I really respect people today who have bootstrapped businesses, because they can build it their way in their own time, unless they have their own internal timeline.
Yeah.
At least they're not answerable to anyone.
Wow, it's amazing. And talking about your amazing pitch at Shark Tank, that got you a lot of attraction on the national television. Your pitch was for 16 lakhs for 17 crore valuation, right? If you could do that pitch again, what would you do differently? And which Shark's spectrism was something that really resonated with you?
I don't think I would do anything differently, to be honest. I think we gave a fabulous pitch. But I understand where the Sharks were coming from. I think their feedback was great. India is not it's not a market where at least investors take a lot of risk.
Very careful with the money.
Very careful, and especially something which has already been tested. Right? But I think Kunal's feedback was great. He was also a regular customer, he told us on the set.
Yeah, we saw that.
And he told us to focus a lot on B2B, which we are doing, and on the side build D2C. Because D2C, it's going to take its own sweet time, since it's a new format. There is a lot of money that will go into educating people. It might explode, you never know, but we have to be patient with it.
Yeah.
So, but we're focusing a lot more on B2B than we did. We are now, we started selling to a few cafes and restaurants.
Okay.
So they are using Zenma to make coffee and serve it.
Okay.
Because they don't want to buy a machine.
Okay, perfect.
And people can't tell, right?
Yeah. That's a perfection. People cannot tell.
Yeah, because their focus is not coffee. Their focus is something else. Like, we work with a burger chain, so their focus is burgers.
Yeah.
And they want to serve great coffee. And they don't have much space in their cloud kitchens, but they want to serve high quality coffee, so they're using Zenma. Then there is a premium restaurant. The focus is food and
Do you get
drinks.
the credits for that though? Like, we are using Zenma Coffee or anything like that?
Or
it's
some of them do promote the brand, especially the small cafes and restaurants. Yeah, the large ones don't. And we're also working with a quick food service platform. So
that's what you have taken from that Sharks, perspective.
That focus on B2B, and our focus has shifted to B2B while growing D2C on the side.
Amazing. And what was the reaction of family, friends when they saw that you were on Shark Tank, Karan was on Shark Tank? How was your parents' reaction to it?
I mean, everyone was pretty excited.
Yeah.
Karan didn't want to watch the episode.
Why was
He
that?
actually didn't watch it. He watched it, I think, months later.
Why was that?
He didn't want to see himself.
On television? Pitching?
Yeah. But it was quite exciting.
So, like, when did you thought, like, we should send in for Shark Tank now? And, like, was it in the beginning of Zenma, or once you thought, like, Zenma is something that we can present to the Sharks now?
So we launched Zenma November 2023. 2024 is when we applied.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was pretty early.
Yeah.
I think we were early, but
it's
I won't change anything.
Yeah, it's worth it. Amazing. And apart from this, what is on the vision board of Sheena Khurana as a founder? What is on your vision board for the future that you see for Zenma and yourself now?
Zenma, I see, of course, be more and more available in more cities and grow phenomenally on our own D2C platform and grow with quick commerce. Of course, we have our revenue targets on our board that we see every day.
Yeah.
So
you wake up and watch that
target
manifestation.
And in my vision board, I think a lot more travel. I used to travel a lot more when I was in a corporate job.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because you have the money and time. Now we don't have both. So
I think you just described an entrepreneur's life.
yeah, no money, no time.
No money, no time.
That's
You're building
entrepreneurial.
something of your own and very special, right?
Yeah.
And when you left your job and you thought that I want to do something of my own, was that like a shocker to the family? Like you're leaving your job, or was it like, okay, fine, do whatever you want to do? Yes.
I think family was pretty supportive. I've always been a rebel child. So
They're used to it.
they're used to it. Yeah. I think when I was moving out of my house, so my
Okay.
parents live in Delhi and I was working in Gurgaon, and I just told them that I'm moving out, and nobody in my family had like moved out. The only reason girls have probably moved out is when they got married.
Yeah.
So it was a pretty big deal for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, nobody questioned my choices much.
Yeah, because they trusted you with what you're doing, and
Yeah.
here you are with Zenma,
Yeah.
that amazing brand. So we'll start with the rapid fire now. This is the favorite part of the podcast for me. One word to describe your Shark Tank experience.
Surreal.
It's really
Yeah.
amazing. And Rome in 3 words.
Fun.
Fun.
So much fun.
So much fun. Great. Craziest feedback a customer ever gave you.
This one customer told us, please don't go out of business because I'm addicted to your coffee.
That's so sweet.
So,
That's so sweet.
yeah, I
Do
think
they pray for you every day?
That's what I told him.
Amazing. Most overhyped advice you hear in the startup world.
I think revenue targets.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you have to really focus on cash flow, and because you will only do justice to it, to the business, what you believe in. So
One
don't
advice,
chase revenue targets.
One advice for women out there who want to start their own business but are very scared.
Just do it. It's one life.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
One life, guys. Finally, bringing this podcast to conclusion, and I had an amazing time talking to you. Finish the sentence. Zenma is not just my brand; it's my
Baby.
it's a
I think we saw it coming.
yeah. It was amazing talking to you, Sheena. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope Zenma grows to all the heights that you have planned for it and even more. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.